In our spellings today, your first task to get your brains thinking and get your minds moving a little bit is something we've done in class before, really fun, exciting activity. So you have to create a word that starts with C and ends in the letter N, okay? So it could be can, okay? But for every letter that you make, every letter in the word you get a point. So can would be 3 points. So you need to come up with the longest word that you can that starts with C and ends in N. Once you've done that, you can respond to this activity and you can post and you can show me what words that you've created, the longest word that you can think of that starts with the letter C and ends with the letter N. Okay, that's your first activity to do. Go away now. Research, look in a dictionary, look on word hippo, think carefully, using your own knowledge as well. Then your second task in spelling is we are going to be looking at plural nouns again. This whole week we've been looking at plural nouns, but today we're going to be learning a new spelling rule. So the spelling rule, let's just recap actually what plural nouns are. So plural, we remember, is more than one. Okay, and a noun is a thing, a person, a place, or an object. Okay, so the rule we're going to be looking at is when a singular noun ends in F or FE, then when we turn it into plural, we add the ending VES. So we're looking at the rule to add VES to a noun that ends in F or FE. Okay, so here I have some list of singular nouns. Okay, so we have shelf, knife, half, life, and cliff. Okay, so because the noun shelf ends in a letter F, when we turn it into plural, okay, we drop the F and we add VES. So it becomes shelves. Okay, we're talking about more than one. The same goes for knife. Okay, knife ends in FE, so when we're writing knives, okay, we would drop the FE and add VES, so it becomes knives. Okay, here we have half, okay, one half. If we're talking about more than one half and there are 3 halves left of the pizza, we would drop the F and add VES ending. Okay, the same goes for life. Okay, when we're talking about there were lives at risk, we would, because it ends in FE, drop the FE and we would add ES because there was already a V in that word. There are some, this rule might seem very easy, but there are some exceptions. Okay, for example, if the word ends in FF, you can see here, cliff, we would just add an S to the end of that word to make it plural. So cliffs, okay, we wouldn't make it like this because that, looking at that, that doesn't look correct. We would, because it ends in FF, we would just add an S on the end, okay? So don't be tricked by that exception. So if it ends in FF, we just add an S. If the word ends in 1F, okay, or FE, then we drop it and add VES. Can you, if you want to challenge yourself, the challenge is to find some of your own words that follow this rule. See if you can put them into a sentence, okay? If you want to challenge yourself even further, then you can investigate a new word that you found. You can find a definition of that word. You can find a synonym of that word. You can put each word into a sentence, okay? And we'll draw a picture of that word, okay? So do an investigation into that noun. Good luck. I can't wait to see your learning and what you've achieved.